Gas prices have been rising steadily, affecting drivers throughout the country, and things don't seem to get any brighter as experts do not foresee a drop anytime soon. Valley View's Diego Santiago has the story.
With oil prices overseas going over $100 a barrel, gas prices here in Los Angeles County have been rising steadily, and the locals are definitely not pleased with the situation.
I'm sitting here watching this thing go, and it says like 15 bucks, but it only has like 3 gallons in it. I'm driving all the way from the west side to the valley, and it's just terrible.
Well, obviously, I think just like everyone else that they're a little bit high. Well, not a little bit, exaggerated high. This morning I put $55 and I'm hoping it will last me, hopefully 5 days. I won't be surprised if it lasts me 4 days.
Some people, like George Jordan, have to spend even more with their gas-guzzling vehicles.
Oh, I haven't gone over $100 in a while, but it's a lot more than that. I probably spend $800 a month on gas.
Other methods, like public transportation, are simply not an option for some locals.
I have a 5-year-old son too, so I don't think public transportation's not really an option for me.
I would love to do that, but the public transportation that we have here in LA is not as efficient as in other cities in the world.
You know, people have to buy gas. You know?
This gas station attendant has not seen a drop in business.
People have to drive. You have to drive, right? You have to go to school, go to work, same thing with everybody. So people have to buy.
Curiously, people have different ideas of why gas prices are sharply rising.
More money for the oil companies, and the government gets their taxes out of it. I mean, it's just all about the money.
Because our president is not doing a very good job.
You know what? I don't know exactly why, but I know that in Europe they're paying $5 to $6 a gallon. So I'm not surprised at all that they're going up. It was only about time that we caught up to Europe in their gas prices.
When something happened, even a small thing in the Middle East, bad news come out of there, the market and the world, especially in the U.S., react really fast.
Regardless of the different reasons why people believe gas prices are going up, the fact is that at all places, gas prices are either at or above $4 a gallon. In Northridge, I'm Diego Santiago for Valley View News.
The tourism industry in Los Angeles is bouncing back. Some residents in Beverly Hills and the Hollywood Hills say the increase of tour buses is making noise and causing gridlock. Tour bus operators say they have tried to quiet down by having visitors wear headphones to listen to the tour guides. Visitors fuel Southern California's $54 billion tourism industry and hospitality industry. A number of public transportation services throughout Los Angeles County are raising fares and limiting their routes. Valley View's Candace Rander reports on the reaction among people who use the services.
90% of transit agencies in the U.S. are raising fares. The Los Angeles Metropolitan Transportation Authority has plans to cut 11 bus lines and shorten 16 bus routes. Los Angeles bus riders are upset about the service cuts and fare rates being increased.
It's disgusting. They up the prices and lower the service. They've been doing it for the last 3 years.
I'm against it because everything is going up, prices are going up, and money is going down.
It's still unfair to students, to the elderly, to those who can't get around, to those who don't have a car, to those that choose to be environmentally friendly. It's going to make things way more difficult, way more expensive.
Last year, the MTA cut 388,000 hours of service. There was also a public hearing held in West Los Angeles by House Transportation Chair John Mica and Senator Barbara Boxer to address the concerns of the citizens. According to UCLA urban planning and social welfare researchers, the Metro's budget has increased sales tax, generating over $500 million in revenue yearly.
Thousands face elimination of weekend service, and there will also be less bus service during the week. If you live in the Los Angeles area and rely on public transportation, your bus route may be on the chopping block. In Northridge, this is Candace Rander for Valley View News.
And now here's Aaron Giddens with sports news, including a huge win with Lakers against the Spurs.
Celebration turned to tragedy at a Michigan high school. 16-year-old basketball player Wes Leonard died moments after scoring a game-winning shot. Leonard died of cardiac arrest brought on by an enlarged heart. He collapsed to the floor after making a layup in overtime to keep his team's perfect season of 20-0. In Leonard's high school basketball career, he scored more than 1,000 points. And as quarterback of the high school football team, he helped his team to the playoffs. One California high school football team is surprising people with a perfect 12-0 record. But the players at McClemens High School in Oakland are also doing well off the field. Most seniors are headed to college, and the team has a solid grade point average. Players had to overcome obstacles in a region filled with drugs and violence.
I've had kids who have witnessed their siblings being murdered before them.
Now the coach is trying to reward his team for their achievements with Letterman jackets, which will represent leadership and pride. The team has already been able to raise more than half the money needed to buy the jackets. In NASCAR, Carl Edwards hit the jackpot in Las Vegas by winning his first race of the Sprint Cup. Edwards' strategy to only replace 2 tires in the last pit stop worked, as he beat Tony Stewart in the final laps. Edwards was able to avenge his second-place finish in Daytona a few weeks ago. With this victory, Edwards climbs to 3rd place in the standings. The Heat is busy wiping away their tears from their loss against the Bulls, but the Lakers are busy getting their groove back. The 2-time defending champs demolished the Spurs, leading them 34-13 in the first quarter. Andrew Bynum finally decided to show up, dominating in the paint, grabbing 17 rebounds, 13 blocked shots, and forced a handful of altered shots. Bryant finished with 26 points, and Gasol had 21. The Lakers embarrassed the league's best team for their 7th consecutive victory since All-Star break. In women's college basketball, UCLA defeated Washington State 66-48. Jasmine Dixon led the Lady Bruins with 17 points. With this win, UCLA secures the 2nd spot in next week's Pac-10 tournament. This was the last game played in the historic Pauley Pavilion for some time due to renovations. To talk more about the team and their season, here's UCLA's forward, Atonia Yingafa.
Hi.
Thank you, Atonia, for joining us on set today. You guys ended with a winning season of 27-3 and ranked number 2 in the conference. What has the team done to keep from getting too comfortable?
Well, I think we try not to take our wins for granted. Every time we step on the court, we try to go 100%. We play hard. We know that being ranked top 10, there's always a target on our back, so we just try to give it our all.
You guys were swept by Stanford in the regular season this year, and you guys will possibly face them again in the Pac-10 tournament title game. What changes will the team have to make in order to beat the Cardinal?
Well, I think with Stanford, we have to stop their transition game. We have to come up with a lot of rebounds. We need to box out. We need to push the ball, and we need to find open and easy shots.
What will winning the Pac-10 tournament and beating Stanford mean to the team?
I mean, I think it'll be more historical. We haven't won or beaten Stanford since 4 years ago, so playing Stanford, Staples Center, winning, it'll just mean the more to us. And I think it'll give us a bigger seed in the NC2A bid.
You guys are ranked number 7 in the nation. What strengths does the team have that will help you guys in the NCAA tournament play?
I think we have a certain versatility on our team. We're not that tall, but we are quick. We play with a lot of smarts. We get after it with our defense. I think having a supportive coaching staff really helps, and we just know how to play to the best of our abilities.
You guys looked really good this year. What teams do you guys look forward to playing in the NCAA tournament?
I would say I'm looking forward to seeing Texas A&M, Connecticut, Baylor, somebody that has really put their name out there on the map, top 5 teams, good quality.
Thank you, Atonia, for joining us in the studio. Good luck in tournament play.
Coming up next, Valley View's Brittany Johnson reports on a major bookstore filing for bankruptcy. And we'll have entertainment news, including more troubles with Charlie Sheen.